Hi, today I'll be demonstrating how in a ServiceNow and Box integration, we can use Box AI to fully automate HR processes. Here we have James Abraham, who's an employee in the HR service portal, and he's looking to upload some documents to his file. He can initiate that request by clicking on Make an HR Request, and he's just going to type in what his request is and along with the description of it. So for this instance, James is just looking to change both his employee info and enroll for health benefits at the same time. Along with that description, he's just going to say that he's uploaded some forms to be reviewed. Afterwards, he can attach his documents to be filed and reviewed by drag and dropping them. Here he's uploaded an information change form along with a health benefits enrollment form. And he can just go ahead and submit. So once that request is submitted, James will be taken to a status page where he can wait for the results. So let's now switch perspectives to the agent who will work on James's request. We're now logged into the agent workspace as Isaac Zachary, who is an HR agent, and with him he has this list of requests assigned to him opened up here. And so he's just gonna click on the one that was created by James earlier. As he sees in the details, the case was already closed. And looking at the comments in this activity log here, those attachments from James were already filed into his employee folder. So what happened was, when the request was created, a corresponding box folder was created, and the attachments originally uploaded by James will be moved to that folder. And this triggers a Box AI process which automatically classifies the documents according to their document type, and extracts this metadata. This eliminates the need for the agent to manually review and classify those documents. The process will then automatically close that HR request, as was shown here with this one, and it will file those documents under the specified employee's file based on that document type. And so if we switch over to the Box environment here, we have the employee file for James Abraham here, and each employee will have this predefined folder structure. As I mentioned earlier, with the HR request from ServiceNow being closed, those documents should go under the correct subfolder here based on their document type. For example, the health benefits form here was under this benefits and work equipment folder, and if we open up the document, we should see that the Box AI process has applied metadata to it in the form of this HR filing instance. And these values were set based on what Box AI extracted. On top of that, a general employee records metadata instance was also applied from a cascading policy from that James Abraham folder. For a good measure, we can also see that the information change form was placed inside the personal information folder. And if we open it up, we should see corresponding metadata for it. So with this HR filing metadata, Box AI was able to determine that it was a change request and also extracted some general data from it. And so with this overall process, this frees up a lot of the HR agents' time to work on other more important cases. Although our main goal here is to fully automate these processes, there are some instances where manual intervention may be required. For example, backend errors may occur, or it's just that one document needs some extra verification. And so we've jumped back to our employee James Abraham inside this HR service portal, and this time he's looking to update both his emergency info and direct deposit. So we can initiate another HR request, but basically what our request would be is to change both that emergency info and direct deposit. And we'll just let them know that James has uploaded both of the forms. And afterwards, he can add those attachments. So he'll upload an emergency information record along with a direct deposit authorization form. And afterwards, he can submit. So after submitting, we should now be able to switch back to our HR agent, Isaac Zachary. And so Isaac will once again monitor his list of cases inside the agent workspace. And he'll notice the one that was opened by James again, just now is still open. Viewing the details, Isaac will see that a task was automatically created for him, and he'll be able to view it from the task list. It states that he needs to verify the bank account that was under the authorization form that was submitted by James. And so the case can't really be completed until this task is done. If you remember from earlier, a corresponding box folder for this request should have been created, and those ServiceNow attachments will be moved over afterwards. So we can see that in action, where Isaac will access this folder by clicking on the Box Content Explorer, and he'll see the documents that James has uploaded. For example, the emergency information form was already automatically classified by Box AI, along with some extracted metadata here, as you can see by the document type and this description field. The same can be said as well for the direct deposit form, where you see its type was set correctly and other metadata was extracted. And so let's say that Isaac's done verifying, and so he can just close the case. And to do that, we'll need to set resolution code along with a note. And you can proceed to close the case. And it will take a bit of time, but eventually those documents will be filed under James's employee file, and those comments should start appearing. And yeah, they've been filed into Box. So if we jump back into James's file once again, we should be able to find that direct deposit form under the employment folder. Employment. And it has that HR filing metadata instance once again, along with the employee records metadata that was cascaded down. And that emergency information form can be found inside the personal information folder. And we can see that it's got both instances of metadata as well, similar to the other ones inside this employee file. This concludes our demo on how we can leverage Box AI to enhance the productivity of HR agents within ServiceNow.